Welcome back, everybody, to another brand new DVD, VHS, and Blu-ray update. Going over everything that I've gotten over the past couple weeks, maybe about a month actually. I can't remember when the last time I did one of these videos, but I picked up some Blu-rays, some DVDs, and some VHS tapes. So let's go ahead and get started and take a look at what I got. Let's go ahead and start with the DVDs first. First thing I picked up was Demons 3: The Ogre. I don't believe this is actually considered part of the Demons franchise. I believe that over in other countries and stuff, it was released as Demons 3, but here in the U.S., I believe it was just supposed to be called The Ogre. I did not really care for this movie very much. I thought it was pretty boring. Put out by Shriek Show, about a woman who is a writer, and she goes to a house, and she has these visions of this demon-type looking creature that lives in the basement, and she keeps thinking that it's trying to kill her and it wants her, but any vision that she has, it just keeps coming back out that it's not there. And her husband doesn't believe her. Her son doesn't believe her. And she basically just has to prove to them that this thing is after her and it's real. It was extremely boring to me. I didn't really care for it that much. But it was directed by, who was it that did it? Lamberto Bava. So that's why I think it's considered part of the Demons 3, or Demon series. But I don't really recommend this film very often to people. I mean, I would say probably watch it if you're interested in anything that has to do with Lamberto Bava. So there you go. That's Demons 3, aka The Ogre. Next up is a movie that just came out this week, actually, and it's called Scream Park. And I think this movie was actually made because it was made by the Indiegogo Kickstarter. I think they raised the money to do it through that, and that's how this film got made. Again, I mean, it started off kind of interesting with a backstory, or with like a theme park as a story. I thought that was going to be the whole backstory to the movie with Doug Bradley, because it says with Doug Bradley in it, and it felt like it was a shot on video '80s film, and I thought that the amusement park part was going to be the backstory. But it's the entire movie. It has this weird retro feel to it, but it takes place in modern time, and it seems off about it. At first, I thought the whole movie was going to be like that, and then they start using cell phones, and I was a little confused. But the only part that has Doug Bradley in it is just a little flashback moment about 45 to 50 minutes in the movie, and it lasts like 3 minutes, and that's it. That's all you get of Doug Bradley. The gore effects was not very good in this movie at all. It was just so low budget that they didn't really have anything to work with. I don't know. I can't recommend this movie. I just didn't think it was good at all. I was expecting a lot more. I mean, at least 80s slasher movies were cheesy and the effects were really good. And the effects in this weren't good at all. They didn't do hardly anything with the effects. And it just wasn't that entertaining. So I don't really recommend this movie. That is Scream Park, just recently put out on the DVD. By Wild Owl Releasing. Next up is a movie I picked up from Shriek Show called The Other Hell. I know absolutely nothing about this other than that I think Goblin does the soundtrack to it, I believe. I don't know anything else about it except it has to do with nuns. So that is The Other Hell. Next up is a movie I picked up just to replace my VHS copy. It's a movie called Hellmaster. The reason I always wanted to pick this up a long time ago on VHS was because the main guy right here, he always reminded me of like Freddy Krueger or something as a kid. I haven't actually seen the movie, so I have no idea. But just this cover right here reminded me of that. So I bought the VHS a long time ago. I never watched it, and then found this really cheap. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up and replace my VHS copy. That is Hellmaster. I guess I'll go ahead and get into the VHS. I picked up recently on VHS Life Force. Now, I know that this is available on Blu-ray through Shout Factory, or through Scream Factory, but I don't own it yet, and I still like to try to just own everything so far that I really like, or just own every horror film I can find. And so I found this really cheap, so I thought, why not? Why not grab it until I get the Blu-ray? I'm not going to watch it until I get the Blu-ray, but whatever. I got the VHS now. I can say that I own Life Force. Next up is a movie that I did watch called Killer Rats, and this is about this psychological like treatment lab or whatever where these people are put in, and there's these rats that come into the building, and somehow the rats or one rat grows into like enormous size. I don't recommend this movie. The CG used in this movie is not very good. The acting in it is not very good. I was just, oh, it's so bad. I love killer animal movies too, and killer rat movies, and just anytime that they use bad CG, it really kills it for me. If they would have used animatronics or real rats, like some of the earlier rat movies, it would have been good. But the fact that they used really bad CGI just ruined this whole movie. Killer Rats. Next up is an older film that I have actually never seen, but decided to go ahead and pick up the VHS because I didn't own it. The Deadly Mantis. I believe this is an early Universal like giant monster run amok movie. I imagine it's really, really cheesy as hell, but maybe one day I'll get around to watching this. The Deadly Mantis. The next one I picked up is When the Bough Breaks, starring Ted Danson. And the reason I picked this one up is basically it seemed like it had a horror element to it. I know it's like a murder mystery, but the title When the Bough Breaks, and it kind of caught my attention. So I thought, why not? It seems like it could be a horror element to it. And it was also unopened, sealed copy. It's put out by Critic Pix VHS company. Never heard of them before. But it stars Ted Danson, so why not? Go ahead and pick it up. Sure. Let's see. The next three that I got here, I got all three of these for free. When I bought the other VHS tapes, I was at a flea market, and the guy was like, well, go ahead and pick out three more if you're interested in it. Be the same price. So I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and look for something interesting. So I picked up a movie called Rat. And I've never seen this, but it had a cool looking cover with a rat drinking beer, so it's free, why not pick it up? The next one is called The Undercover Kid. I like older family films. I don't know why, but I have a tendency to like them, especially when they use animals. I'm weird like that. But listen to this. It says, when a 10-year-old Max and his extraordinary ability to converse with his dog Bough and cat Nellie, his father Richardson grows increasingly concerned when Max reports that his dog and cat are witness to a plot of terrorists plan to assassinate the President of the United States. I could not pass on this. This looks like it's going to be extremely cheesy. And I was reading on here, and it says, unrated, but edited for family viewing. I have no idea what that means. Is this is this supposed to be like a PG-13 film edited down for family films, or I have no idea what that means, but why not? Unopened copy, and just seemed to catch my attention, so it was free. The Undercover Kid. Put out by a company called Sandstar. I'm guessing it's like a family entertainment releasing company, but never heard of them before. Next one that I got for free is the last one. It's the last one that caught my attention. Just look at it. Decoy. Yes, Peter Weller and Robert Patrick. Love Robert Patrick. Decoy. Caught my attention. Had to pick it up, so. Alright, we got two titles left here. I got two Blu-rays. Both of them are from Scream Factory. And I had to pick these up. I love Scream Factory, and I'm trying to collect the entire Scream Factory releases. And I have about half. It's extremely hard. They put out so many titles so quickly. It's just hard to do anything with it. So I'm trying to play catch up right now. The one I picked up first was The Neanderthal Man and Beast of Hollow Mountain, double feature Blu-ray. I've not seen either of these films, so I'll definitely try to get around to watching these sometime. And the other one, the last one, is The Slumber Party Massacre. I do already own this on DVD, but like I said, Scream Factory, so I had to pick it up. I did watch this, and the quality actually looks really good. I was surprised at how great the quality on this film looked. I expected there to be a lot of fuzziness to it, and in some scenes there are, but for the most part, it looked really, really good. So there we go, guys. That is my DVD, VHS, and Blu-ray update. As for now, thank you guys for watching, and please let me know in the comments down below what movies you liked. Should I check them out? Should I just wait, not watch them, whatever? Just let me know. And thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you again soon.